And I wanted to touch on this Forbes article that people are talking about at the moment. Everyone seems to be piping in on the relevancy of Superman. Warner Brothers doesn't know what to do with Superman at the moment because they don't think he's relevant. So goes the quote unquote. I think Neil Gaiman, said it best, and I've been saying this for years. We don't need to have Superman be relevant. We need to him be inspiring. We need to be inspired by Superman. I don't look towards Superman to relate to him. I look to him to be inspired by him, and that's why he's been portrayed so many times over the years as a Christ-like figure. Isn't that it's something to a standard to attain. It's something to reach for rather than go, oh, he's just as flawed as we are. We want something. We want a character who can be inspirational.
Yeah, my reaction to that it's my reaction whenever I hear that. Look, if you can't wrap your head around the concept of a man who has great power, that uses that power to help people selflessly, he's not expecting anything in return. It's just how he was raised. He does the right thing because it's the right thing to do. If you can't wrap your head around that, then the problem isn't Superman. The problem is you.
Yes. Well
I mean,
said.
and that sounds really harsh, but I've gotten really militant about that. It's almost like, when you think about Hollywood executives, there is a certain stereotype that they're just not really in touch. They're kind of in their own world. And I was thinking about that today, and it's just like it's got to be miserable being one of those executives because you're constantly having to justify your own existence. And you use it's almost like being a politician. You use any bit of like data that you have to kind of prove your point. And I think you also have to be a little narcissistic and a little sociopathic to be able to like step on other people to attain a certain role. So yeah, those people aren't going to relate to Superman in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Some of them may have liked him as a kid, but they're so broken as human beings now that's just not where they are. But, I love that Neil came out so strong, because Neil coming out strong about it really, it kind of blew everything up. I've been watching this thing kind of, it's interesting. Usually this thing happens, there's like a day of kerfuffle, and then it goes away. But more and more and more people, it seems, people that are on my social media circles that don't even normally talk about Superman are talking about Superman because of this article and because of Neil's quote. So maybe that will convince them to go in that direction.
We can only hope.